Welcome to New Mexico Black Rifle Operators Union. I'm your host, Sean. I thought I would drop this today just in memoriam of my mother. Today at 4:30, they called me to tell me my mother had passed after a lengthy illness. My mother and I had a very tenacious and tenuous relationship, to say the least. We had since my father's passing and since just before it, had worked really hard, at least from my part, to get on some level with my mom before a day like this hit. I can't say that this is shocking to me or super depressing to me because I've seen the downhill slide of my mom over the time. And she's always been wanting to go towards my dad and my sister. You see, with my mom's passing, I am now the last one from my mom's side of the family other than my kids and my brothers. It's interesting. I've lived my life as sheltered as it is, as honest as I've always could be. If I don't like you, you can pretty much tell. If I like you, you can pretty much tell. And my moral compass is very high. And I don't know if this is emotions right now or anything else, but I'm seriously contemplating cashing out my retirement and trying to find something for just me, where I'm working just for me, not for some other entity. I don't want to have a career that could be challenged by my politics. It could be because of my politics, but not challenged because of it. I don't want to be canceled from my job because of that. So the only way I know 100% sure to be away from that is to be uncounselable. And what I mean by uncounselable, if you don't work for any other organization and you're self-funded and you are the sole person making the statements, what are they going to do? If you haven't noticed lately, there's a lot going on in the world. And I've worked in education between two places for 17 years. All said and done, I've worked 19 years in IT. I should be gearing up for retirement or biding my time for retirement. But the way the economy is going, the way the world's going, I'm not so sure that I shouldn't just take the penalty hit and roll forward as myself. I've enjoyed the hell out of podcasting. I wish this was my job, but it is no way large enough yet for this to be the only thing I do. Thank you to everyone who has called me, who has texted me, who has private messaged me, who has attempted to come to my house. Thank you for all the prayers. Thank you for all the concern. I know I have support, but I knew this was coming. I will always get by. That's one thing that my parents made sure of. How I get by, that's a different story. I think that we need more people out nowadays who are willing to put it on the line and say no. And I'm willing to do that. if it doesn't reflect badly on the organization I came from. And I say that because I think my organization that I'm currently with is doing everything they can to walk that fine line between public comment and what the governor pushes down by edict. The only reason why I'm looking at possible job change is the only thing that's tied me down to this area where my kids, who are all of age now and all doing their own thing, my home, and the fact that I was the only sibling that was left here taking care of my father and my mother. But as of today, that's no longer a reason. So I've got a lot of things to think about. I'm still trying to figure out whether I should go to work tomorrow or not. Part of me says just do what you normally do and go to work. If you've already been called on the carpet for something stupid, go get it taken care of. The other part of me says let them call you out. Let that be your guiding principle of where you need to go. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at mentally right now. And that's a cause for concern for me, because I've always known what my baser needs were. Today, for some reason, I found myself barely remembering to eat. So obviously losing my mom had an effect on me that I wasn't expecting. I see so much going on right now, especially with the ATF and the current federal government going after our God-given rights, that I want to get more active in that. And that's where my passion lies, is maximizing freedom for everyone. Because my father was a huge advocate for that. And my mom was a huge advocate for critical thinking. None of which are on the acceptable side of the media narratives nowadays. I got a lot to think about. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. Like, share, subscribe. Be great.